Right. Um, remember a couple videos back when we were yammering about... Oh gosh. We were yammering about how they're going to use other countries to make certain other countries kind of like follow suit. Well, they want to make you want to take your rights away. They have to make you want to take. So not only do they want to take your rights away, they want you to want them to take your rights away. Let me give you an example. Person gets assaulted and they feel wronged. Well, absolutely they should. What could have stopped that? Someone that was armed. What's the argument? Well, anybody that's armed can harm anybody. But here's the other argument, counter argument. Anybody that's armed can stop a threat. So how do you beat the initial thing? Well, their argument is, hey, you give the right people the right things and you don't give the wrong people the wrong things. Well, the argument is, who's to tell who's to have the right things and who's not? And that's a very delicate subject. It's a very fine line to cross, because then who's the judge right there? Who's to say who's to be eligible to do whatever or whatever? Then you gotta bring in the psychologists and the sociologists and the judges and the behavioral specialists and all that sort of thing, even detectives, just to be able to see who is, and then that opens up a whole nother can of worms, right? So this whole thing, remember when we were talking about just like a week ago about this whole Denmark, Norway? Well, Denmark was just a couple days ago, so something's rotten in Denmark, right? How many shootings do you have in Denmark and do you hear about, honestly? Very few, right? How many shootings and violent things do you hear about in Norway? Very few, right? Well, they did 2 of those just in the past week, right before this last thing, on the 4th of July, in Chicago. Keeping it classy, Lori Lightfoot. Keeping it classy. Did we not say that something goofy was ramping up? Not like I knew exactly what was going to happen. I'm not saying that I did, because I didn't. But you could almost predict that something was ramping up just by how they were ramping things up. I mean, you don't have to be a fucking rocket scientist or a brain surgeon to fucking figure this shit out, folks. And then why are they doing all this shit? Well, same reason. And they're still pushing their fucking climate change agenda. Like, their climate change thing is a thing. Like, you think gas, we've been using fossil fuels for as long as we can remember that we've known about fossils, right? And we will continue to. Why are they pushing this fucking battery shit? You know what happens when you go to battery stuff? Let me show you how that works. Not to mention all the fucking minerals and resources we have to use to get those minerals and resources out of the earth, right? To make that happen. Right? Just saying, folks. Hopefully this works. I don't know. Wake the fuck up. Wake your friends up. Wake your neighbors up. Wake anybody you care up. Shit's getting weird. If you don't see it, you're fucking blind. Peace out. I love y'all and have a great one. Punch your local senator if they're an asshole. Most of them are assholes. You got the very few that aren't.